How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to make potato pancakes. So first, you need potatoes. Next, we're going to peel them. I'm sure this is familiar with a lot of kids at home. I've seen you guys do a lot of peeling work. It's something that everyone delights in. Now, like with everything, take your time. See these spots? I like to keep peeling until I get all those spots out.
You guys do a lot of peeling work. Something that everyone delights in. Now, like with everything, take your time. See these spots?
See how there are very little spots left in this potato. When done peeling your potato, you're going to grab a bowl, fill it with some water. Then you're just going to grab a grater, just slowly grate these potatoes into the water.
And see, after I peel for a good minute or two, see how there are very little spots up in this potato. When done peeling a potato, you're going to grab a bowl, fill it with some water. Then you're just going to...
And we're about done. With one potato. After you're done, leave the potatoes in there, and then move on to your next 1, 2, 3 potatoes. I will see you guys in the next step once I'm done peeling and grating all 3 of these. So when you're done with all your potatoes, this is what they're going to look like inside the bowl. Now we're going to have to do one more thing before we let this sit. We got to add the onions. So it's the same thing you do with the potatoes. Just grate the onions into the bowl. Now when you're done with the onion, just mix the potato and onion mixture around. And leave it alone for the next 30 minutes. So it's been about 30 minutes, and now we're going to transfer the potatoes to another bowl. Normally I would have poured it into a colander, so if you have a colander, you can just pour into this over a sink. But for those who don't have one, we're going to transfer it by hand into a bowl. Just like that. Make sure to get as much as you can. Not going to be perfect. You might have to use both hands for this later, which I'm going to do right now. Now, when you are sure you got every piece of potato or as much potato as you can out of there, we can move on to our next step. Now, it's time to see how strong you guys are. So, I have them here, a little rag or a towel, preferably a rag. I'm going to grab a good handful of potato, put it in this rag, now we're going to squeeze as much water as we can out of these potatoes. Ready? Watch this. Yeah, and twist it, see? Wrap it around, twist it. Get as much of the water as you can out of there. When you're sure you got as much water as possible, we're going to transfer the potato into a new bowl. See, it's not as wet anymore. And we're just going to keep doing this until we have wrung all the water out of all the potato, or as much water as you can from these potatoes. If you make a bit of a mess, that's okay. You'll just Now that we're done with that, we're gonna set these aside and move on. Oh, we're going to make the egg batter that'll help keep our pancakes together. So, take 2 eggs, crack them. Take 1 spoonful of flour. Some salt. And some pepper. Now you're just going to mix it. And just going to keep mixing it. I've been beating this for a couple minutes, and as you can see, it's gotten pretty smooth. This is what you're looking for. You want it to be nice and smooth with very little clumps of flour in it. And then when you're done mixing it, we'll put everything together. So right now we have a lightly oiled pan ready to go, but we're not going to turn on the fire just yet. We're going to practice forming our potato pancake. So just grab a little spoonful, just a little bit. Don't need too much of it. Gently put it into the pan. Then grab a spatula, just press down on it. gently press down. So we form it flat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then after you form the patty, let's get that oil going. You can turn on the fire. But we're gonna cook it on medium-low heat. It doesn't have to go too fast. And then we wait. So it's been about 4 minutes, and as you can see, there's a bit of brown action going on around the potato. So it's about time that we flip. Now you can turn off the fire when you do this to practice flipping, but I'm up for it. To save on time, we're just going to go ahead and do it. Ready, set, and just flip it over. And then we're going to let that side cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we are done with one. In about 3 minutes. So now I think it's time to take out the potato pancake. Turn the fire off. Always remember to do that. And look at that. That is a beautiful pancake. Just grab a piece. It's hot, be careful. That is delicious. Now I have a lot more potatoes to cook, but this is usually the result. This has been a delicious journey. I hope you guys enjoy doing this activity.